be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late-night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. And the Cowboys will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Air Force's offense will get first crack at it today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, that just the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our own.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Wyoming's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gap.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Wyoming. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. 3rd down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Latham. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Falcons look to keep this drive humming. Breaks the tackle. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. We'll see a lot of games this week.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Anderson will throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Give to the back. And how about that play by the giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cowboys. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Anderson wants to throw. He's got him. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. To sure hands, it's long. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Falcons send out the punt unit. And the returner will be brought down. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now.
There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Anderson will throw. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The give to the fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Allen.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the back. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Turning it on. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road.
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Pollard.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Anderson wants to throw. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to impose their will with the run. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Anderson will throw. They're setting up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Immediately fires to the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Guess not all doinks are bad. Off the right, upright, and through. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knocked off his feet.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Anderson wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Sargent. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, it's the 1st down. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Trying to get it in. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The big fella's coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. Sneak gets it done. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. This quarterback part of their running game.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quarterback will keep it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Line getting set on second down. On the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. It's now second.
Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Cowboys are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. There he goes. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll pull it on the read. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Touchdown, Wyoming. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Latham. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Found the spot in the defense. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Falcons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Anderson will throw. Right on the money. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Off play action. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Roberson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They get the W.